Hello, welcome to Old Nerd Buys Cassette Tapes. You may be asking yourself, why would anybody buy cassette tapes? Well, an old nerd is generally a nostalgic person collecting the physical media of his childhood and the past because it's cool. So I went to a yard sale and there was a bunch of cassette tapes there. And as I'm looking through them, I noticed that many of them are still sealed. These haven't even been opened. With this kind of packaging, I am assuming that these tapes were from, like, say, Columbia House, probably. This isn't the typical way that cassette tapes were packaged back in the 80s and 90s when they were coming out brand new. They were usually in like they would be sealed like this, but they would have like a big plastic case around them, an anti-theft case. I believe. I don't know. It's been a long time, but all of these cassettes still sealed, never been opened. Same with these. All of these ones are still sealed. St. Elmo's Fire, my wife wanted me to get that one. I wouldn't have grabbed that, but my wife wanted me to grab it. So I got that. Steve Miller Band. When I was a kid, Abracadabra was big on the radio, and I loved that song. And I used to have Steve Miller Band's Greatest Hits on CD years ago, and I really like that album. His Greatest Hits album is really good. White Snake, of course, that was their big breakthrough album, 1987, self-titled White Snake album. Love that album. This is such a good album. What else have we got? Phil Collins, of course, his first solo album, Face Value. Wonderful stuff. What else? One of my favorite all-time albums of forever, Def Leppard, Pyromania. This is one of the greatest rock albums ever made. Lots of Billy Ocean and who else was there? There's Billy Ocean and there was Lionel Richie. So these ones here are opened. There's Starship's Greatest Hits from 79 to 91. This has got some great stuff on it. Find Your Way Back. We Built This City, Sarah. Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now. Lionel Richie's Can't Slow Down album. Here's one of my absolute favorite bands, The Police. This is their Synchronicity album. Some more Starship, some more Billy Ocean. Daryl Hall and John Oates, their big H2O album. This album was huge in the early 80s. These guys were all over the radio. I can remember walking around the playground at school with kids that would bring in their boom boxes, and this is an album that would get played a lot. Michael Jackson, of course, his Thriller album. And these cassettes are in great shape. Like, it looks like maybe the owner, he bought them and opened them and listened to them a little bit. They don't look like they've had a lot of wear at all. They're practically brand new. They look like they've been stored well and taken good care of and not played a lot. And it was a bunch of old ladies at this yard sale. And the one old lady was saying that she doesn't know where her husband got them. He bought them. He never listened to them. He didn't open them. And so here they are. She said that he bought a bunch of them and didn't even open them. And I even got a blank cassette, brand new blank cassette, Sony cassette. These are good. So if I do still have a tape player, I'll probably listen to some of these in my truck. I might try and sell some of the sealed ones, maybe on eBay or maybe in my brick and mortar store. I'm not sure. But I do have a tape player in my truck that I'll probably listen to some of these. I do have a component stereo with a tape deck, so I could do some recording if I wanted. And this is a very good quality cassette from back in the day, as long as it's still sealed. So I imagine it probably worked just fine. once I decide to open it and use it, if I do. And oh, and there was a bunch of cassette holders there. And what a better one for them to give me to carry away my cassettes in than this pink cassette holder box. Nothing says 80s like a pink plastic cassette tray. So they just gave this to me to carry away the CDs in, or the tapes in. And the tapes were $1 a piece, which, at a yard sale would be probably nicer to see them at 50 cents, 25 cents a piece, because nobody wants tapes. But I wasn't going to complain because like I said, they're in great shape, and over half of them are still sealed. There was still a ton of them there that I didn't even grab. But this is what I found at a local, out in the country, out in the middle of nowhere, yard sale this past weekend. Pretty cool. So any physical media collectors out there who are interested in this stuff, comment down below. Stick around for more videos where I talk about reading my comics in order, or other comic books and from my youth, or movies, or whatever. Stick around for more of those videos. Otherwise, like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you next time.